Good morning, all. Today we are going to discuss about basic concepts from distributed system. So we'll start with unit one. So very basics like what is the definition, what are the examples, what are the characteristics, what are the advantages. Those things we are going to discuss in this slide. Okay. So let's go inside the slide. So let's start with the definition of a distributed system. So a distributed system is defined as a group of independent computers which looks to its users as a single system which is coherent. So in very easy way I can explain. Suppose we have a task, very complex task is there, but we can't able to do it as a single man. What we will do, definitely we will split the task into some modules and we will give it to our friends, and at the end of the day we will get the collectively we will get the task done, isn't it? So similarly, when we have a complex program or a large application we need to run with, that development may happen not on, we can't able to done it in a single system. Instead, we can distribute the whole task by modularizing it, and each module can be done by separate machines, and end of the day we can collectively get the results. Okay. Sorry. So so here another important thing is this distributed environment. The system may have a individual components may be independent computers. Independent computers in the sense they connected in a loosely coupled way. So loosely coupled system means nothing but we can say that each has their own memory and process. In the sense they have their own speciality. Like maybe one system have different operating system, other one use a different operating system. One process speed is different, one process speed is different. Similarly, the processor is different. So everything is they each one has their own individuality. They can work as a standalone machine, but still when it is in a distributed environment, they can collectively support the work of a complex task. Okay, but whereas it is the tightly coupled systems, we can say that it is actually the system with same processing speed and operating system, everything should be in same. Then we can say that it is a tightly coupled system, that is homogeneous computers. But usually in a distributed system, it is based on loosely coupled one, that is heterogeneous computers. Now, next one is goals of a distributed system. So, yeah, definitely making resources are accessible, like any file or any hardware environment, whatever, definitely should accessible in the entire components present in the environment. For example, when we have a printer, if we connect with only one system in a lab, what will happen? Whenever we need to take a printout, we will go to that particular machine and we need to open the file and we need to give printout, isn't it? So suppose there is a congestion, like so many people trying to get printout, mean what will happen? All should wait in a queue, right? So instead we can connect it in a LAN environment, means what will happen? Automatically the printer is distributed in through the LAN, so that whoever connected in the LAN network, they can able to take printout, isn't it? So that is a one very simple basic example behind this distributed system. Then again, when we do a task with the help of a distributed computing, we are always maintaining the transparency. Okay, a lot of different types of transparencies are there that we will discuss in the later stage. But as of now, as an applicant point of view or the end user point of view, he's or the whoever the end user, he's thinking that the machine is acting as a whole and it's getting a output from a single machine. Okay, then openness, definitely the policy is not the policy and mechanisms are entirely different scenario here. That's why it's very openness and scalable. Yeah, we can extend to from small number of group of system from to we can extend the size. That is also possible. So that's why it is scalability. So these things we can easily achieve. These are the goals of it. So we are going to discuss about the type of distributed system. So we have three major types depending on the capability. One is a distributed computing system and distributed information system, distributed pervasive system. So from the name itself, we can easily analyze. So the computation is mainly focused on this command distributed computing system. When we say we have a huge or complex task, definitely we need to distribute it and we should get the job done, right? So best example commander here, this topic is cluster computing and grid computing. So cluster in the sense what do you mean by clustering? Clustering is nothing but grouping of similar systems, isn't it? So grouping of related activities can be clubbed together and that can be done in a separate groups. Similarly, multiple groups done a job, end of the day we will combine it and we will get it. Okay, then grid computing, in every system which is present in the distributed environment placed as a grid, and which one is having a idle state, we can pause the work, whatever job need to be done, we can pass it to the grid, and which one is free, that will handle the computation. Okay, so that is grid computing. Then distributed information system. So from the main name itself, we are handling the information. So especially here, what to say, the transaction related activities like banking sector, banking application, that are all come under here. Similarly, enterprise application integration, when we do a school for ERP related projects, that are all come under distributed information system. And the third one is distributed pervasive system. That is most often nowadays we are using, like home care, ubiquitous computing. When we say still we can able to control our fan or fridge or temperature or AC, whatever present in your home appliances, that can be controlled in your with your remote or with your smartphone, right? That is what best example of pervasive computing. So sensor networks, healthcare operations, all kind of healthcare systems, everywhere we can use this pervasive. So these things we will elaborately see them other topics. As of now, we just understand the categorization of this distributed system. Now, best example, let's start with some best example. Web search, yeah, Google is one of the best distributed system. Okay, so web search, it's a growing industry, isn't it? See, billions of people using the search engines, right? So daily, at least, we will use the Google search, right? So without that, there is no living nowadays. So the task of a web search engine is it is to index the entire content of the World Wide Web, encompassing a wide range of information styles, including web pages, multimedia source, maybe even we can able to get scanned book, right? So it's a very complex task because what to say, so many millions of pages will be there, but they have to retrieve it and they have to give it to us, isn't it? So that itself is a very complex thing, but still, most of the search engines, what they will do is they will do some sophisticated processing on the environment database, and it will keep it in a buffer and the local servers, and based on that it will give the results, right? Then another one important example is massively multiplayer online games. Yeah, we are nowadays playing PUBG, Free Fire, etc., etc. These are the best example for distributed system, and the players are so more than one, and it's a group games, right? So automatically, so this massively multiplayer online game is one of the best example, and every year we are developing new games which include virtual world, and it's creating an addiction, right? So that much importance are given for games. Then definitely financial trading. Definitely one of the best example is the financial trading. Financial industry has long been at the cutting edge of distributed system technology, especially real-time access to wide range of information sources, right? How the share market prices and the trend, what is the economic growth, what are the possible flaws, everything we can analyze with the help of this distributed environment. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Still, you can take it from your real world, you can mention plenty of examples. Okay, that's all about basics of distributed system. Thank you for listening.